Has it made me feel like
the world's a smaller place?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Let me say my hellos. Hold on. I got to plug my mouse in because my mouse is on the brink. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Crazy Cat Lady. Hello, Lori. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Kate. Hello, Anne Marie. Hello, Heather. Hello, Deb. Hello, Karen. Hello, Lori. Hello, Francie. Hello, Jojo. Hello, Anne Marie. Hello, Candy. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Penny. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Francie again. Hello, Lenore. All right, I got to plug this in because if I don't, I'm going to forget and it needs to charge. Hello, everybody. Yes, love is in the air, as you can see behind me. It is becoming very lovelicious around here for the upcoming holiday. So I have to tell you all that the weirdest thing just happened to me, and I know that the ghost is here with me tonight because you may have I always wear a necklace. So it's either this shorter necklace or it's my necklace that has Brutus Monroe's charm on it. There's always some sort of jewelry that I wear. And I was standing here and all of a sudden out of nowhere, my necklace came unclasped. Now, the odd thing about this necklace is it has, I guess I could show y'all, it has a clasp that there is no way that it can come unclasped. So let me show you This is the clasp on this necklace. Is there any way that that's going to come unclasped all of a sudden and fall right off my neck? It scared the life out of me, because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my necklace fell off. Just poof, fell off. So I was like, oh my goodness, it's broken. I'm going to have to go and get it repaired. I was having a darn nervous breakdown before the live, because it's one of my favorite necklaces. And the darn thing just fell right off, poof, right on the floor. And I was like, all right, I guess the ghosts liked the the ghosts, I think, liked the other backdrop. They're not into the love theme, but the holiday theme had to come down, and we had to get, because this will only be up for a very short period of time. This is only up until February 14th, and then all the spring happens. So we had to get our love theme out, because it's only up for a very short period of time. Hello, Carolyn. Oh, thank you, Heather. It's fun. It's one of my favorite things to do every month or every new holiday coming up. I get so excited about it. And how can we talk about these for a second? Look at these that I got from the Dollar Tree. Well, I didn't get the cupcakes from the Dollar Tree, but I got look at these wrappers from the Dollar Tree. Can you believe it? I was shocked. I mean, I guess you're supposed to really bake in them. I won't be doing that, but you can. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. All right. So we're going to have some fun tonight, because I have been dying to use the brand new die of the month. No pun intended. Because when I designed this die, I'm going to tell you I was selfish. I was so selfish, and I'm sorry that my hair's a little wonky. I just got it cut today, so I'm going to look like Elvis for a little while. I have wanted a die like this, I mean, for a very, very long time. A very long time. So I was selfish, and I created this die for myself. And I just hope that all of you love this die as well, because we have new packaging. We have easy to open packaging. We're trying to eliminate as much plastic as we possibly can in 2024. That is another one of our new initiatives. Okay, you're going to see all the initiatives on Friday that we're working up. But this is some of the new initiatives coming up, and getting rid of as much plastic as we can is one of them. So you'll see with our new packaging, it's plastic free, and I think it's great new packaging. Francie saw it today, as well as Luann saw it today when they were here hanging out with us in the store. Also, guess what I get to announce to all of you on Friday? I get to announce to you who the special guest is for our spring event. I can't announce it until Friday, but I'm going to tell you. I don't want to. Oh, I forgot to turn this camera on. I can't give away any hints. I've been sworn to secrecy. Literally sworn to secrecy. If I tell you, I will be in big, big trouble with the team. The team was like, do not say a word. This person is a very, very dear friend of mine, and they will be teaching one class. I'll be teaching the other classes, but they'll be teaching one class. And they are just a very dear friend of mine, and I love them dearly. And gee, is it going to be fun when I'm able to let y'all know, okay? So just gave you a real big hint with what I just said, but I'm not saying anything else. No, I'll get in trouble. No, because the staff is really excited about making the announcement, and I don't want to make the announcement without them being a part of it. That's all I'll say. But what I will say is when this person announces it, there will not be a spot left. So I'm going to tell you that you are definitely going to want to grab your spot ASAP, because this person, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say, but this person is probably one of the most talented card makers that I have ever, I mean, they've taught me so much. I'm sure they've taught you a lot as well. But I am honored to have this person be a part of our event. I've been trying to get them to be a part of an event and have our stars align for quite some time, and they finally aligned. And I can tell you, you are going to be very excited when you find out who this person I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying a word of who this person is. But I will just say that they are a very good friend of mine, and I'm honored to work with them. And do we have an event planned for you for the spring? So that's all I will say. The big announcement comes Friday, but I will say, please, 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 grab your spot as soon as you possibly can, because I cannot stress it enough that as soon as this person, this undisclosed individual, makes the announcement that they are going to be at the event as well, they are going to I'm not going to say anything, Penny. I'm not going to say anything. Taylor has been a part of one of our events previously as well. So I'm not saying that this person has never been a part of an event with us, but this person has never been a headliner on an event with me. They've never been a headliner on an event with me before. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying another word. Stop trying to get it out of me. Stop trying to wiggle it out of me. You know I'm weak. All right, my friends. So let's head down to the table before I squeal like a pig, because you know that I can't keep a secret to save my life. I mean, I'll keep your secret, but I can't keep mine. I can't keep mine. I can't keep it for a second. So let's head down to the table and let's talk about this die of the month. All right, my friends. So the new, we keep getting hits. The fishing is where I know, right? I'm not saying a word, Brandon. Not a word. But I will say that since I have given the hints, we are already 10 spots down. So get your booty over to the website and get yourself a spot. Okay, my loves? Okay. So this is the die of the month this month, and this is our brand spanking new packaging. Woo! I need like a sound bite so we could get a round of applause. We have about I'd say about 50% of them left. About 50%. Okay, so let's take a look at the overview of the new packaging. All right, we're going to look through. Sorry, I'm going to pause every once in a while because Shane, who is our seasonal but hopefully full-time help soon, his girlfriend is probably having her baby tonight. So I'm keeping in touch with him because I am just a nervous wreck. So no, the first day is going to be just kind of our meet and greet, like create your own ending. And then the second day is going to be classes. And then the third day is going to be classes as well. This very special person is teaching one big class with a product that is together. So it's a culmination product together. All right, enough about that. So the new packaging is an envelope. So it's an envelope, just like, it's a printed envelope. But the packaging now will show you the exact, what it's going to look like when it's all together. And it's also going to show you all, let me see if I could zoom in a little bit more. It's going to show you all of the pieces. It's going to have a hard time focusing. I got to move out of the way. There we go. So it's going to show you all of the pieces that you get. Now, this is a very special new type of die that I designed, and I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. Also, it has obviously the choking hazard. It has all this legal jargon, our copyright, and then it has the UPC on it. Okay, so this is the die of the month. We're going to use this month. Now, or we're going to use this tonight. There is a coordinating stencil that goes with this. This is the quad stencil. So it's the quad heart stencil, and I'm going to show you how it works. You may notice that there is, this etching line that's going around the outside. That's going to coordinate with something in this new die. So let me move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you how I am going to open my packaging. Now, you don't have to open it this way. You can open it however you want, but I would suggest getting yourself like an envelope opener or just grabbing like a blade, and I'm just going to slide up the side here, and that's how I'm opening my dies from here on out. Your die will stay inside of here, okay, and you can just pull your die out. You can do it at the top or wherever you want, but I want to save and conserve this packaging. But it is all paper now. It's all, we're trying to get rid of as much plastic as we can. So let's take a look at the die. So this is the die this month. This is obviously your little box, your little candy box or whatever it may be. You're also receiving a ton of hearts. Just this heart border is enough for me to want it. And then you're getting the words, you're getting more hearts, and then some little like faux enamel dots. Now I'm going to zoom in because this is something that I want you to see that's very important. So when we zoom in, do you see on the hearts, see how there are words on there? So these words are our brand new etching dies, okay? What that means is we can add a little bit of color to that, and this will actually transfer to our die or to our paper. So this is a newer technology where we can now add ink to that. And when you get a conversation heart, that it's like there's almost an impression of the there's almost like an impression of the words on there. Okay, so let's talk about what we're doing with this newer technology. So I'm going to just cut out a piece of paper, and I want to show you how this works before we get into actually making the card. I think this is important. So we're going to say this is our color that we're going to use for our little conversation heart, and we are going to, whoops, we're not going to throw that across the room. It debosses them, is what it does. I'll show you. And I'm so excited about it because I've been talking about trying to use this technology for quite some time with our manufacturer, and it just didn't happen until now. So I'm going to show you it first without any type of ink on it, okay? And remember, when you get those conversation hearts, they're never perfect, right? I mean, these are going to be kind of perfect, but they're never, ever perfect because the way that they print them, I mean, they print millions at a time, and it's never, ever perfect. But the reason that I put them all together like this is so that you could cut out 6 of them at a time, because you need quite a few to fill up your little, your little box here. All right. Sorry, I'm still using the lawnmower. And you want to make sure that you use, one moment, really good cardstock. Because if you use really inexpensive cardstock, like from Reichels, if you use really inexpensive cardstock, it is not going to work. I promise you, because I tested it. All right, are you ready for the zoom? The zoom is going to be the most exciting part. Are you ready? This might not have been the best color to choose. But can you see how it etched that in. Let me bring these over a little bit. I'm going to try to block some of the light. Look at how cool that is. Tell me that doesn't look like a real candy. Does that not look like a real candy to you? Is it that cool? I just think it's so cool. So cool. So I really wanted these to look like real candy. And that was the only way I could do it. So now I'm going to show you. Let me zoom out. Because I'm like literally like it's like the surface of the sun. So now what we can do is I'm going to do this on the whoopsies. And I'm going to show the subscriptions tomorrow. So or not tomorrow, Thursday. So don't worry. I'm not showing them tonight, but I am going to show them on Thursday. So don't you worry. So what I'm going to do now is let me grab just a piece of scrap paper here to do these next ones. Will these fit? Oh, like a glove. Save every scrap. All right, so what I'm going to do... Yes, that's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to grab my bee sting ink. Now, there's 1,010 ways that you can do this. I'm just going to use my Brutus Monroe blending brush and get a whole bunch of that bee sting on there. And then I'm just going to go in and I'm going to gently tap the words. Okay? Now, you can go in if you have like one of those little detail blenders. I'm just doing, I mean, it's not going to be perfect. But that's okay, because remember, if you look at these little hearts, these little candy hearts when you get them, they never are perfect. They are never perfect. Never, ever, ever are they perfect. Oh yes! Oh goodness, these are coming for Valentine's Day. I wasn't supposed to show it to you yet. I wasn't supposed to show it yet. Oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble. Yes, they're coming. They're coming next week. They're coming next week. I wasn't supposed to show it yet. I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, I'm in trouble. They're gonna fire me. I'm fired. Listen. I think I'll be okay. At least I didn't reveal the special guest. I think I'll be okay. They're not releasing until next week. But they're coming. Get more trouble. Listen, Carolyn always tries to get me in trouble. Every time. All right. So now you'll obviously take your time. Yes, you can buy the die without the subscription. Hold on one moment. I don't think that option has gone live yet, but I think I can probably do it. So let me zoom in and show you how they look. So isn't that fun? Now you can play around with it and make them, but I mean, tell me this doesn't look exactly like the candy. Okay, so you guys, so there are some of you that want to buy the die without the, you want to buy the die without the subscription? Sure. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. That's the candy. It really is. Give me 1 second. Let me zoom out a little bit. Aren't they cool? The die of the month. I love it. All right, hold on. Oh, I got to get my mouse. It's charging. You can thank my mama, Carolyn, because I didn't see your comment, but she She posted for me. She said, "Did you see Carolyn's comment?" I said, "I sure didn't." But thank you, Mama. All right. It is now active. So you might have to search for it. It's called Sweethearts. I'm sure Penny will probably... Yeah, this will definitely sell out fast. Wait until you see next month's. There you go. Oh my goodness, Penny, please send my love. Please, please, please. All right. So we're going to cut some more. We're not going to do all of them with the ink just because I don't think they all need the ink. You know what I mean? I think we'll be fine if we just do some. So let's look at what other colors we need. So we have a purple. I think I want a deeper purple though. I think I want some aubergine. Let me grab another scrap here. We need some aubergine, and we need some jack-o'-lantern. And then we're going to need a pink, I think. Look at all my scraps. Aren't you proud of me? I kept them all. Oh, good. You found it. Thank you. All right. Hold on. Let me trim this puppy down. All right. Yeah, and I mean, it looks really cool. It really does look cool. I think on this darker shade, you'll be able to see it much better. Oh no. Oh, there you go. You can see it real good on this one. Hold on. Let me flip them over. And zoom in a little bit so you can see. Isn't that amazing? I love it. Oh, white ink would definitely show up, especially on the darker colors. 100% without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, now we're going to do the orange. I mean, I don't think it really matters what colors you use because I've seen like every single color. So it's similar to Better Press technology, but you can use it in a die cutting machine. We're going to have lots of dies coming out that do this. You can just use a die cutting machine. You don't need the Better Press machine. Basically, you're able to do both. Oh, you could absolutely heat emboss them. Y'all are speaking my language. Let me zoom. I want to zoom in on all these so you can really see. Look at how. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, the stencil just got added. And I'm going to show you how to use the stencil tonight, too. Oh, I bet you probably could foil them. Listen, when y'all get this home, show me everything. It is getting hit very hard because I said something that I shouldn't have said. But yes, it is getting hit very, very hard right now. Very, very hard right now. When you get these home, I want you to try everything that you're saying to me. I mean, I'm certainly going to try it all too, but look at how cool. All right. So now, okay, so now we need a pink. We need some pink. And I think we're going to use I want to use some rouge. Yes, you're going to be able to purchase all of them without a subscription now. Well, almost all of them. Everything hasn't finalized on the website yet because it was a very busy month for us. But yes, we're now allowing purchase without subscription because we don't want people to miss out. But the thing is, this is the thing. If we have too many subscriptions, which, I mean, is that even a thing? If we have too many subscribers, there won't be any left over. So, will you get into, yes. The answer is yes and yes, Jojo. Oh, yes, Francie, we're working on it. We are working on it. When we have our new inspiration team, you will see a lot of new stuff. We're just finalizing the choices. We had so many people apply. And what is so awesome is that I can cut out 6 at a time. So look at all these hearts that I'm getting so quickly. All right, we definitely need a blue. And I just ripped the life out of that paper. So I think we'll do a light blue. Yeah, we'll do a light blue. And then I think that's all the colors that we need. That should be plenty, right? Crazy Cat Lady, hopefully next week. We're working on we're going to work on restocking everything next week. A lot of the stuff probably will not be back in stock until next week just because we are all hands on deck right now with orders. So once we are no longer all hands on deck, it'll be better. All right, so do we think, because you are my co-hosts, is there another color that we need? That you can think of? All right, I just refreshed the server, so you should be good to get on the site now. You should be good to get on the site now. White? Okay. I was thinking white, too. All right. I hear you loud and clear. For the white, I am going to add more ink, though. Now, since the cat's already out of the bag, I'm just using this brush. I'm just using it. Cat's already out of the bag. And depending on the pressure of your machine, you don't have to be super careful because there won't be enough pressure for the paper to go up inside of here. Now, I'm using the lawnmower, so there's a lot of pressure, so you probably will see some overcast, but we'll see. I tested this with Gina K's machine, so, right? Oh, isn't that... Listen, I was so excited. Yes, the Be Mine paper bundle is already sold out. It's sold out this afternoon, but we will be restocking it, don't worry. We will be restocking it. Hello, Lisa. No, I'm using the switch. That's why it sounds like it's literally ready to fall apart. It's on its absolute last limb. Alrighty, you ready for the big reveal? These, I think, are my favorite ones so far. Yes. It's the lawnmower is the switch. Now, come on. No, it's too deep of it's too deep of an impression for these. Well, not too deep. It's just I don't want too much pressure to make the ink go all over the place. This is probably going to be one of my most used dyes of 2024. Isn't that cool? I was going to do a stamp to coordinate, but I was like, what the heck am I doing? I don't want to give you all extra steps. We just bing, bang, boom right out the door. Oh, okay. I was like, Candy, I can't do no more pressure. It's going to go right through it. Oh, man, you put it through. It's just not what I thought it would be. I mean, we've die cut quite a bit with it, but, like, it's loud. Like, it is loud. I mean, it's really loud. All right, let me move all of my little hearts out of the way. We're going to get ready to grab those in a second. Now, I want to cut out my... Hold on. I'm going to cut this, trim this out, and then I am going to... trim out these pieces. And I'm going to show you how to use the stencil. Let me pop these pieces back into my envelope here for safekeeping. Okay. And now you'll notice I've already etched this out for you. I'm making it as easy as I can, folks. But I'm going to use some Wagon cardstock because I want this to be kind of a vintage box. For this, we used, for the colors here, this is Scarlet. But I want to use some Wagon because why not, right? Did you want the replay from today? Oh. I know, right? Oh, yes, Jesse. Hello, my beautiful Jesse. Did you watch the replay from today? Watch towards the end, Jesse. excited. That is all we will say. Dean, it should be here in the spring. We got the first samples in, and I didn't love, it wasn't magnetized enough for me. So I said back to the drawing board. So, you know, I don't want to sell you guys a product that I wouldn't use myself. So it was not magnetized enough. So I sent that son of a biscuit right back, and I said, redo. But it is coming. It is coming, my friend. All right. So now I told y'all, let's zoom in a little bit. You know, I'm always creating things to make our lives easier when it comes to creating. So these, you can see, hopefully, do you see that little outline? That little outline lines up perfectly with this little divot. So see the divot there? This outline fits perfectly on top of there. Okay? So then you can, Jesse, that I am so sorry to hear that about your husband. But I think that you will get a little tiny bit cheered up if you watch that replay. Just a tiny bit. All right, so I want to use this one because I'm obsessed with this one. So I'm going to grab some pixie spray. And you can see here. Should I just tell Jessie? Should I just tell her so she doesn't have to watch? I mean, she could still watch, but should I just tell her? Jessie, do you remember on Friday? I'm just going to tell her. Remember on Friday, whenever I said I was giving away those $500 prize packs? Sorry, I'm going to try to tell her and line this up at the same time. You know me. I'm going to let's all just say a prayer together that I line this up correctly. Well, you wanted one of them, my friend. This stencil does not come in the inspiration box. Do you want me to go grab the stencil that comes in the inspiration box? Because you're going to love it. You won, Jesse! You won! You are one of the 4 winners. You have a $500 prize pack coming your way. All right, let me go grab that stencil so I can show you. I wasn't going to show the inspiration box, and I'm still not going to show the whole thing until Thursday, but so this is the stencil that you get. It is a simple blend, and I'm so in love with it. No pun intended. But that is the stencil that I designed for you for the inspiration box. Again, I was selfish. And so if you're not getting the inspiration box, you can get this individually if you would like. But I'm sorry, I was selfish. The stencil's good, Belinda. I am a start crying on the live, Jesse. You'll see me. Okay. Actually, you know who pulled your name? Jess pulled your name. I didn't even pull your name. All right. So I'm going to take, again, the bee sting. Now, I would suggest using your smaller brushes. Use your smaller brushes for this. Don't use your large blending brushes. And the only reason for that is this isn't a large area. These blending brushes that we came out with, really, I mean, we came out with these. When did we come out with these? I can't remember. But these blending brushes really were created for this type of situation, right? You don't want to use one of those big gargantuan blending brushes for this because it just doesn't make sense. Use a small one. Get into all the nooks and crannies. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start with the bee sting, and then I'm going to go in with some Game Over. I'm using the same brush. I live on the edge. This stencil is sold separately, yes. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of Game Over just on the edges. See what I'm doing here? Just on the edges. And this is going to give us a lot of dimension. Okay. This is going to make it look like this heart is popping right off of the page. And plus the circle design of this helps too. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go back in with my bee sting. You can take a paper towel or grab your Brutus Monroe very loved microfiber cloth and just get some of that deeper color off. See that? I mean, they clean up very beautifully. Or you can grab some of our, should I wait for my inspiration box prior to ordering this die and stencils? No, this die and stencil is not included in the inspiration box, but this is a, this is the die of the month. All right. But I would say if you want this die, I would get it because it is, there are so many folks right now on the website ordering this die that I don't even know that there are going to be many left. All right. So I haven't checked the stock. If it says it's out of stock, it has sold out. But I can tell you that there are a lot of people on the website right now. A lot of people. And I also appreciate it. All right, did you see I unplugged my mouse. Getting ahead of myself. All right. So, ready? This is my favorite part. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, I want to be careful. Because I put a lot of pixie spray on here. 1, 2, 3, go. Whoopsies. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And it fits perfectly. Now, all of these fit. This is the quad heart stencil. Now, you could do this and you could just put like, I'm going to show you how to put little sentiments and lift them up out of here. I'm going to show you all sorts of different techniques to use this. You don't have to use it the way that I'm using it, okay? You can use it however you want. And it's a little off center, which is okay. That's all right? I mean, who cares if it's a little off center? It's fine. All right, so now I am going to grab a little bit of, wait a second. Do I want to use, bear with me. I actually don't know if I want to use some. Yes, Belinda, as long as your order hasn't been pulled yet. Absolutely. right now is the best time to do that because it's we're a little backed up on orders right now. Just a tiny bit. You can't find it. Hold on. It might be, let me double check. Let me get my mouse out. My mouse is never going to get charged. Whoops. And now my keyboard's dying. Hold on. Everything needs charged. I agree. I'll just double check on my phone. I swear it was ready to go before I... Oh, now I see why. It wasn't made available on all of the store channels. I know, that was just from 2 days. All right, so look up the BRU number. The BRU number is, whoopsies. Of course let's see. BRU 9330. BRU 9330. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to use, this is just a piece of just leftover, because I don't want it to be like perfectly clean, but I am going to wipe off some of this powder that's on here. I think this is from, I was using this to like zhuzh some ink or something. It's literally just an old piece of, what's the word I'm looking for? An old piece of packaging. I don't know what from. Couldn't tell you. Because I do want to add just a little bit of zhuzh to this to make it look like a real box of those hearts. All right, so let's do it this way. If you don't have a lot of packaging, you can just do like the edge if you want. You don't have to do the whole thing. But now that this is on here, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to cut around. Oh, and the Barely art will be here Friday. We put it on a pre-order because there were so many of you saying, where the heck is that Barely art glue? It's my favorite. Okay. So now you can see, quick and easy peasy, we have a little doodad there. Now, of course, this could be, I mean, you could do this however you want. If you want to put words on it, you can put words on it. If you don't have to. Whatever you want to do. But what I am going to do is I'm going to grab my card front. And I am going to, I need to make myself, I forgot to make myself a little cheat sheet. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I'll show you what that little cheat sheet is. Right? The stencil with foil, I mean anything with foil, just piece de resistance. In the spring, Belinda. They are coming in the spring. We just didn't have room in them last year. Jesse, I bet you Penny and 2 shakes of a Lambie's tail is going to post a link for you. All right, I'm just going to use a piece of scrap paper to create my little cheat sheet. And I'll show you what I mean. Oh no. Well, they're re-releasing in the spring. We are doing we're doing a whole new thing a whole new set of foundation dies in the spring. Alright, so this is my little... I just used the back of a Brutus Order paper pad. You could actually use this to, I mean, cut the whole thing out. Look how cool that looks. Listen, I love the happy accidents. Alright, so this is our little cheat sheet to line up our background. Now, I'm going to use some paper from last month. Can you believe it? So in the Pamper Parlor paper pad, there is this. And I want to use, it's the B side of the paper. And I want to use that because it really kind of, do you see how that matches really well? I mean, I think it does. You might not, but I think it does. And then I'm going to grab my foundation dies. And remember, we just recently launched these plastic rings that have been a lifesaver. Because I like to keep my foundation dies like this, because it keeps them more organized for me. But the great thing about it is they don't scratch up my dies. And they clip, so let me show you. So see this here? I don't know if I've ever shown you this. They clip together so they don't come apart. I mean, I could toss this darn thing across the room. I think I have by accident before. So we're going to make sure that this is going to fit. Oh, that's going to fit like a glove. Okay, so we just need something to grab it, right? All right, so I'm going to grab a little bit more of the pixie tape. The Brutus Monroe. Yes, it sure will. Yes, we drew them at the end of the live. Hello, Leanne. Please take your note to the front of the room. All right. I think this is going to be a really fun card. I can just feel it. Can you just, you know when you can just feel when it's going to be a fun card and things are just coming together the way that you wanted them to? That's how I'm feeling tonight. Things are just coming together the way that I want them to. All right, plus this is my first live back, so I'm rambling because I wanted to go live so bad the whole time I was gone. All right, I'm going to grab another little piece of pixie tape just to keep this, to make sure this stays lined up. Just a tiny little piece is all we need. Oh, okay. Awesome, Candy. And this is going to look crazy right now. So don't worry. It's going to look a little crazy because of the different patterns. But it's not going to look like this, I promise. And I'm just going to take a pen. You can use a pencil if this makes you nervous. But I'm going to use a pen because you're not going to be able to see this at all once you put your hearts on. But this now, I have a guide. Oh, hold on. I think I'm actually going to use something a little bit more severe. What the heck? Well, that's getting thrown away. that was one of those fine liners from Altenew, and it is dead as a doornail. I don't know if I've ever used it. Oh, let's just score it. There we go. Now I can see it. You won't be able to see it at all. If you don't stencil the... Oh, you sure can. You sure can. I mean, you're not going to be able to see it on this because of the craziness, but I hope, can you see the outline of it? Beauty Guru mode. See the outline of it? You'll be able to see it, yes. All right, so now I'm going to put my hearts on here. Oh my goodness, my glue is going all over the place. All right, so now we're going to apply our hearts. And you can do them wherever you want. You want them to look kind of... You want to keep them... You want them to overlap a little bit, obviously. You're welcome. Yes, well, whenever you come visit us, you can give her all the hugs. She's a hugger, so she will hug you all day long. And again, we're just placing them so that they'll look like, you know, what they'll look like in the box. Hello, Ruth. And you want to make sure they overlap each other, obviously. Because in the box, they will, you know, they would overlap. Now, you can add your ink to all of them if you want. I didn't add ink to all of them, just for the sake of time. But I would say either ink them all or don't ink them all. Do you see what I'm saying? Mine's going to look a little wonky because I inked some but didn't ink others. And you have to remember that in a box, naturally, there are going to be colors that are going to overlap. So I know we all want it to look perfect, but in a normal box of these, there are going to be colors that are going to overlap. We're not really going to be able to see that guy, so I'm going to do another orange over here. I mean, just imagine doing these like just all over the background of your card. I mean, I'm sure, there's so many of you that just ordered this. I'm sure we're going to see tons and tons and tons of great ideas. Coming soon. I am sure of it. All right. We need another. What am I missing? I'm channeling Taylor tonight because I'm not using any purple. think I need one more blue. Yes, it does not need perfect. Oh, I just dropped that heart on the floor. That's okay. I made a whole bunch of extra. And you'll see, just from doing a couple of colors, I have a whole bunch of hearts left over. And so let's take a sneak peek of what it's going to look like. Shut up. Do you love it? Do you love it? Listen, Ruth, you are my people. She just said blue is my favorite color. I mean, my favorite flavor. Oh my goodness. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm fixing to pop this up because we want it to look like we want it to look 3D. And I mean, I guess not look 3D. I mean, it's going to be 3D. Let's be honest with ourselves. And we don't want it to be raised up too much. Because if it's raised up too much, it's not going to look right. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Gotta cut this piece down. I have a feeling there's not going to be a single one of these die sets left. But when I designed it, I had a feeling there weren't going to be many left. All right. Let me grab my stabby tool. It's a little tricky because it takes a minute for your foam tape to adhere to your acetate. It doesn't want to adhere to it right away, but I mean, it does eventually. There we go. Whoopsies. And of course I have all sorts of sticky on my grabby tool right now. So everything's sticking to it. There we go. And now you could really... I mean, tell me that doesn't look like a box of those. I know, I was burnishing it and it was like folding up on itself, unfortunately. It was like crossing off. I tried, my friends. Alright, so now I'm going to do the True Love Sentiment. And don't worry, I designed these so that the letters stay together. I listened to you. Y'all said, Christopher Allen, make it so that they stay together. And I said, okay, I will. I promise I will. And we're going to do the True Love in white. Because I think that stark white contrast is what we want. Let me grab another piece of Perfect Blend cardstock. So it's True Love and Sweetheart. True Love and Sweetheart are the two sentiments. And we didn't even use the heart die. Oh my goodness, did y'all see what I just did? I put the dies on upside down. I got so excited. I put those darn dies on upside down. Anybody else catch that? I put them on upside down. What in tarnation? Night, love you too, Jesse. I don't think I've ever done that in my entire career. But there's a first time for everything. It's because I was staring at the card and not at the dies. That's what I get. That's what I get. True Love. But I mean, at least you can see it's not going to damage your dies. The E is the only part that isn't attached, but I think y'all can figure out the E. All right. Let's add a little bit of adhesive. And just a dabble do you here. Okay, true. And then love. rotate this E just a little bit. There we go. And then also in your set, there is a little heart. Or not a little heart. Oh, and it just flew across the floor. Hold on. Nope, that wasn't the one I wanted. Isn't it a fun font? It's a new one for us. There we go. So I gave you 2 hearts that are connected. And I also gave you... And again, it's because there was room. So the way I design is for the die of the month, there's a certain amount of space. And I fill up every square inch of that space. All right. I just love that new packaging. Really do. All right. I really wanted to... I think I'm going to still use these at the top. Should I? What do you think? Should I use those at the top? With that extra space? Okay, Reva. Yeah, it's going to be a really fun card. Once it's all said and done. And I want to add a little shimmer to this. So I'm actually going to use some sequin sheets. Oh no, I lied. I think I'm going to use I want to use some Prism paper, right? I can't get enough of this stuff. Do we want to use Prism paper or do we want to use sequin sheets? Let's see, what sequin sheets do I have readily available? Nope. Yep. Okay, so I want to use glitter stock and sequin sheets. Can I do both? Am I allowed? Will you allow me to do both? Red metallic cardstock. Where am I going to pull that from? I don't have any red. I don't have any red metallic cardstock here. Will you allow it? Okay, good. All right, so let's do this one first. And then we'll do the glitter at the top. I mean, you know me. When you think there's too much glitter, please add 2 more shakes. Glitter. Crafter's choice, I love that. All right. So I'm obsessed with the sequin sheets because this is going to make it look like, look at those. Look at those that I just made with the sequin sheets. Can you even stand it? I can't. We literally just created a, almost like, I would say like an enamel dot with sequin sheets. Isn't that cool? Look at how beautiful that is. All right. So, let's place these real quick. We're placing one of them right now before we get too far ahead of ourselves. I want to be generous with the glue. Place that little guy right there. And then these little guys right here. Sorry, I'm being very quiet because I have to flip that over and I had to be very careful. There we go. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna cheat on this one a little bit. All right, so we're gonna measure. Let me grab my card maker's ruler. So that is 3 1/4 inches by 1/16. Let's see here. I'm going to show you a quick little cheat. So we're going to grab a piece of scrap paper. We're going to cut it down to 3 1/4 inches. All right. Then let me measure up and down again. Thank you, Jameen. Okay. So I think it's 1/6. No. It's the line after the 1/2 inch. Which can't be right on here because, oh, I can't measure that finitely. I just realized. So we're just going to wing it. I'd say that's a pretty good winging. All right. I almost measured 16 times there. All right, so the way we're going to cheat this is we're going to take this. All right. And we're going to place this right in the center before we cut out our glitter stock. Okay. Gonna have to grab my other thing of pixie tape. But you want to make sure this is as centered as possible. If it's not perfectly centered, it's not a big deal, but as centered as possible. Center adjacent. If you place another order, it will automatically merge them now, Belinda. That's new in 2024. It'll automatically merge them, and if there is any shipping that should be refunded, it will do it automatically. That's new for 2024. All right. So now we have a template. See? This would be great for shaker cards too. Is it choppy for anybody else? I'm sorry if it's choppy. I didn't mean for it to be. You're good? Okay, thanks, Penny. I was going to say, Penny usually says, Christopher? All right, perfect. The lawnmower, I love it. All right, so I don't want to lose any of my hearts. Yes, it's called the Pick 5, I think it is. All right, so we're going to place this just like so. I'm going to use a little bit of pixie spray. This is my favorite when you're doing something that's lined up, and I designed it this way specifically because I knew I was going to have trouble lining this up. So again, I did it for me, but was hoping that it would work for you. All right, so see, now that's what the hearts are going to look like at the top. So now we're going to grab all of our little hearts. Hopefully we didn't lose many of them. We're going to dab just a little bit of glue. And I learned this trick from Gina K, to leave it for a second. Leave that for a second so it can get kind of gummy. You want it to get kind of gummy. All right? And then you're going to take your little stabby tool. Actually, I'm going to use Gina's tool. I keep picking up this one from Simon Says Stamp, which I love, but the one end used to have sticky stuff on it, and it doesn't anymore. And I don't know why. It's like the sticky stuff lasted for like a second. I don't know if I just got a bad one or if I used it the wrong way. Whoopsies. Come on, you little son of a biscuit. Stay down there for me. Come on. It would flip over the opposite way if I didn't want it to. You know what I mean? There we go. And then our last one. I'm just going to press them all down. Make sure they're in position. Right, Riva. I'm anxious about it too, but I have to give it a second. Got to give it a second to breathe. All right. So yeah, we just made a quick little template. I do use it as protection in dark alleys. You got that right. You got that right. Right? All right, so I think we should be good. 1, 2, 3, go. Look at those hearts at the top of our... And they are perfectly lined up. That's all it needed. All right, so now we're going to add some glue to the back here. Actually, you know what I'm going to use for this? Because this is really bulky, I don't usually use the Bearly Art for really bulky stuff, but my secret, my top secret is this. Have y'all ever used this glue before? I mean, Eileen, she's a household name. And this Fast Grab glue is incredible. But I use this glue specifically for when I'm doing like pieces that are like bigger like this, that are, I guess I should say, bulky, because this is a really thick, very quick grabbing glue. So you just want to make sure that when you are using it, that you're being kind of generous, but not too generous. And you also want to make sure you store it like this. It was not stored like that on my table. It was stored on its side. And then we place this right on the front of our card, like so. And there is your true love card. And with glue, we have a little bit of wiggle room. So let me move it over just a little bit. There we go. And now imagine, hold on, it's not glued down, but imagine doing this as a shaker. Are you already subscribed to something else, Jojo? And there we go. And we used two dyes. I lied. We used a foundation dye too. Oh, you're already subscribed, Jojo? So, send an email over to orders or info@producerno.com and we'll fix it up for you. Just let us know what you want it to be switched to. What you want to pick. It's because you're already a subscriber. You have to actually do it in the portal. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Penny. I guess you could do it yourself. I'm glad Penny is here to help me. All right, so we're going to put a couple of these on top of here just to make sure that and I don't want you to judge how many of these I have because I'm obsessed with them. Just so it's able to, you know, overnight work well. But look at that. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. All right. All right, everybody. What do you think? I love it. I love this new dye of the month. I love the new packaging. And we just used the dye of the month. That was it. And we used some paper from last month. So remember, if you are a subscriber, use your products from the month prior, right? So, yes, Rob, this this card could be for Minnie Monroe. I didn't know Minnie Monroe was watching. I should have known she was going to be watching, though. I should have known. She loves watching her dad's videos. All right, everybody. That is everything that I have for you tonight. I want to thank you so much for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. No pun intended. Please, 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 if you have the opportunity or you're able to, go ahead and grab the spring event. The big announcement is happening on Friday. I can hardly contain my excitement. It's going to be a lot of fun whenever we fuse myself and this other incredible crafter together. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm really, really, really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. It's really cool. It's going to be there's a lot of intricate things that are going to happen at the event, and I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. The announcement, that's probably around, I would say probably during the live on Friday. We'll probably do a live packing video on Friday again, because we probably won't be done with them yet by then. Yes, there are virtual spots available. There are virtual spots available. Oh, thank you, Riva. I'm glad you're here too. I'm glad you are here too. But I turned around. No, that's not a bad side, Jimmy. In person or virtual. But I can tell you, again, once this other person makes the announcement on their social media about it, there will not be a single spot left. Literally zero. And we cannot add any spots. I wish I could, but I cannot add a single spot. I really can't. I wish I could, but I can't. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all so very much. I love you to pieces. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is your own sweetheart card or your own ending. I love you very much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all on Thursday. If I don't go live with a packing video tomorrow, you never know. We could just pop up live anytime. So thank you so much, and I will see you all very soon. I love you. Good night.